Pretty funny. Like, don't worry, Adam. I'll get away from the sound in a second.
The stream. The stream is good.
Twitchy Twitch.
Twitchy Twitcher stones.
Oh, let's see here. Let's see. I've got
every time. Grinwing, hello. Sorry for the delay, sir. Metropolis tuned in on his phone, working overtime, so we'll not be chatting, but we'll be listening in. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Metropolis recently took the cover off his pool, and for the first time ever, the water was blue and beautiful and did not have like gunk or anything in the bottom. Like it's been covered since the fall.
Nice.
That happened with my hot tub this year in Minnesota.
Interesting.
I took off the top and the water was clear. And I think it's because we had so much snow that it basically hermetically sealed the tub.
That's a trip, man.
Yeah. There was nothing getting in or out of that. If there was something trying to get out, that'd be freaky.
I'm in the market for a hot tub. I'm just trying to figure out brand and size and how many jets I want to shoot up my tush, all that stuff.
Oh. Well, that's a conversation for a never show.
What? What show's that?
Oh my gosh. Can I play something? I want to play something.
Okay. Is it a game?
No, it's
Oh.
So how many chatters we got right now?
3.
I know, we started late. They're probably all like, "Screw you."
I'll post on the forums.
Yeah.
I'm here right now. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
I got Midwest.
Now, what happened to the button where I could see the chatters? I swear they just changed. Oh, whoa. Just got a whole bunch of people join the chat.
Oh shit! It jumped up to 13. What happened?
I don't know, but I just saw it go. Bing, it was like a.
Everybody got the notification. Hey, it's on.
There was just a slight delay.
Yeah. Welcome, chatters.
Welcome, chatters. Hello, every folks. We're streaming on 2 screens right now.
We are.
That's what the kids say.
Huh. That's Ryan. I haven't seen him on in a long time.
Welcome, Ryan.
The S1500. We should give him like a
special name.
Yeah, it was some sort of special icon. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll look. Let's see. I see all the icons are ban the S1500. No. Timeout the S1500. No. Delete message.
Yeah, you got all the good stuff there.
There's no features to compliment somebody. They're all about. Apparently, his air quality is so bad he's staying in for healthy video games. Sorry, what were you saying?
I was just saying, did you know you could turn on mod icons and then you can like just delete stuff right out of the chat? If you go to preferences, yeah, and that way when those Dorcases pop in here and are trying to sell,
to where yeah, I hate that.
Maybe we can turn on an emotes only chat.
That don't
enabled emote only chat.
Oh god,
that's too bad.
Turn that off.
Try to play the game during that. Damn it, my dad is
it's gonna be a bunch of thumbs down. A bunch of people like, F you. Yeah. Is there a middle finger emoticon? Because I'm sure we're gonna.
There is, yes.
Where's the poop emoji? Yeah, I don't like the emoji in Twitch. It's dumb. It's not standard in any way. I want to play something.
Okay, let's go.
So, I discovered this the other day. Actually, probably last night. been up lately. Anyway, there's this video I caught of I don't know if you guys saw it, but it's a Quantum 747 video from the early 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is.
She's hot.
Look at that steak.
Oh my God, delicious!
The caprese salad and potatoes.
Hey, it's short round.
Giant dessert.
We're going upstairs to play at the arcade. Oh,
Isn't that cool?
I like how that girl sat down before that other guy, and I'm like, "Whoa, what kind of movie is this?" And then they both sat down. So,
Yeah.
the '70s, I miss it.
I think that must be like 1970 because there is some late 60s going on in there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's a seriously awesome video.
Speaking of the '70s, I got my haircut recently, and I told my stylist, "Hey, make my beard look good, right?" Which
Sure.
you should never do, with no further instruction. And she shaved this, she shaved into here, so now I have a triangle, kind of beard. It looks normal, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, I see myself, and I think General Zod. Like, Google General Zod 1978 Superman, and you'll.
Yeah,
It's
I like
exactly.
it. Actually, I think it looks great.
Oh, thank you, sir. Yeah, I'm a time traveler. I'm from the year 2013, so...
Nice. You need like an effect that makes your screen look wacky.
Oh, that's a great idea that I've heard for the first time.
Voices FIC. What the hell was I watching?
Yeah. Okay. So this is arcade radio for you guys. Just tuning in here, right?
Yeah, maybe I can go find my quick cam. It's somewhere down on the ground.
Big quick cam.
Plug it into the PS2 port. It'll be great.
Oh, yeah.
Oof.
My Stream Deck sort of fell down here.
Oh man.
Oh,
Is it still working? Does it take a licking?
Yeah, I don't know.
it fell
I don't like
face
the
up.
stand they give you for this thing. It's super cheap. I need a bigger one.
That's what she said. Do you know if they've improved it? I know that I have Ego lawn equipment, and one of the batteries just stopped wanting to be a battery. And they're giving me a new one for free because it's a three-year warranty, and the technology, it's got like an LED display on it now, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, they're like, yeah, you can Bluetooth into it, and I'm like, it's the battery.
Yeah. I mean, there's an app for this too for your phone. I don't,
Oh yeah, but I mean, the little thing is cool, right? I wish it was like on camera the whole time, but
Well,
it's for your enjoyment.
well, it's to run this show.
Yes,
There's a button there. We got to press it.
but it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
You need the buttons are just color changing, right? They're not video.
No, you can put GIFs in them and they animate.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty sweet. It's more than
That's
It's more than a
sweet
feeling.
Sonia. Yeah.
So there is a one of the gadgets we'll talk about today.
Right.
Gadgets.
Well,
gonna-
it's about time. Let's get this thing on the road.
Pull the trigger.
Live from KOYR Studios.
This is Todd Rogers, the king of video games, and you're listening to Arcade Radio.
What's new? What's new? What's new?
Did you know that Chuck E. Cheese was born inside Atari?
What's new? What's new? What's new? God, I'm sick of that question.
No matter what I say, it draws controversy.
Get down.
Videomania has flipped the universe. So what's the score?
Is there anybody actually going to listen to this?
Hey-yo! Thanks for listening in from the Arcadosphere. This is Season 7, Episode 14 of the Arcade Radio Podcast. Today is Thursday, May 18, 2023, and the time is now approximately 7:30 p.m. Central. I'm joined by, well, my name is Adam Black, and I'm joined by my co-host Mark the Rock Shields, and last and least, Paradise Arcade Shop proprietor and part-time WWE wrestler. It's Bryan Thurston Howell Armitage the Third.
Whoop.
He's like on the phone. I'm sorry. I'm too important for the show. Oh, wait. Oh, it's a doctor thing? Oh, yeah.
Yes,
I gotta
yes.
go.
He's
Yeah.
doing surgeon stuff.
Yeah, he's probably going to have to go.
He's like, okay, I'll have a double meat and with extra pickles.
So what are you working on, Mark?
So I dug up the movie hut, which is my, other Kitty Rama movie theater, and I felt that now that I'm popular on TikTok, quote unquote. By the way, I passed 250,000 followers.
What?
That's crazy.
Yeah. And so I dug up the movie hut and I made a video where I took video and footage I took from 2019, mixed it with stuff that I filmed 2 days ago, and it went viral and I got about 550,000 views. So it's pretty freaking awesome.
Wow.
I love TikTok. I'm not moving to Montana. That's where TikTok is banned now. That's all good. So people say that I remind them of a modern Jeff Goldblum. Sometimes a Rick Sanchez. I'm not sure if this all makes sense or not.
A dirty Sanchez what?
Well, I mean, as long as it's not brown, it's okay.
Sorry, Mom.
That's what my mom said. Yeah, exactly. How'd you know? So the Star Trek parts came in. I now have the Matt Januzek's fixed up, bulletproofed PCBs and G08 parts.
Did you throw them in there already?
No, I mean the box is still in the garage. I've got I got a side gig going on. I'm working for Aaron Arcadeology. I'm doing a little thing for his company on the side, so it's taking up time at night. But I will have time this weekend, so that's the plan.
Cool.
I'm going to do that, and I'm also going to change the flux band on the DeLorean so that it's screen accurate. That's like the little piece of, the little piece of metal with the blue light in it on the front of the car. Mm-hmm. Mine is using some metal that I bought from Home Depot. Not metal, but a screen from Home Depot. It looks like crap. Anyway, so we're going to do those two things. I did bring Quantum into the house, and it's by the fireplace, and I love Quantum. And I'm always like telling people, yeah, you circle planets. And then my wife's like, you're circling quantum particles, idiot. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
It looks
that's
like planets.
That's all I'm
to
doing,
me, too.
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. What are you working on, Adam?
Oh, I bought a new grill. I got a griddle.
Ooh.
I don't know if I mentioned. I think I mentioned I was going to get one.
I think I saw a picture of something you sent.
Yeah, so I bought a Blackstone griddle. Has nothing to do with arcades, but it makes for a very nice griddling surface for breakfasts and lunches and dinners.
And do you put it on the stove, or where do you put a griddle? I'm not
It's
familiar.
an outdoor griddle. So if you look up Blackstone 4-burner 36-inch, you'll see a giant griddle that basically is a grill. It's a propane griddle, and it's got 4 heat zones, and it's got a cast iron griddle, so you season it. But basically, it's like a hibachi. So you can do shrimp, you can do kebabs, you can do eggs, bacon, sausage, hash browns.
Wagyu steak?
I wouldn't do steak on it, but I would sear it on it, and then I'd throw it on the grill behind me, because I've got my old grill still. So and it's a char griller, so with a smoker box on the side. So I'd throw some lump coal in there, and then I would sear the steaks on the griddle to get that flavor locked in, and then I would throw them on the grill to get the taste of the charcoal. So, but yeah, I actually have kebabs and chicken queued up, chicken and steak, and the first thing I made was a hot ham and cheese sandwich.
That sounds delicious. What's the weather like?
It's perfect grilling weather. It's been in the 60s and 70s, so a little on the chilly side actually. But yeah, it's great. Last weekend I made French toast and andouille sausage, for sort of a brunch. Yeah, so I've been off plan this week, enjoying my grill. Switch has a couple of sales going on, and so does Xbox, so I've been playing both those. And I haven't done much with the arcade stuff in a while. I gotta pick a project and get something done. And I'm actually gonna be selling my phone booth.
What? Wait.
When I picked it up, I mentioned, and I think it was 2020. I think actually the podcast I just posted might be right after I picked up that thing. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna sell that I've got these sort of waiting seats that go along with it, and there's a nice chrome 3-slot phone that I'm gonna give away with it. And...
That reminds me, mine's missing my waiting seat.
Oh, well.
There you go.
Actually, you asked me almost 3 years ago now that.
Oh no! Is it too late? Damn it!
About the internals, all of them are the inside of it is in perfect condition. So, but I think mine is from '63, and yours might be older.
Oh, mine's 50. Yeah.
So
I think it has a Roman numeral 3 and a 50. So it's like third quarter of 1950.
Yeah, and they made them that same booth from the 40s on till like the 70s.
Yeah, I took that sucker off my trailer and put it on a dolly, a Harbor Freight dolly, and rolled it into storage, and it's been there. It looks really good.
Yeah, mine's in my garage, and it's taking up too much space. I can't work on anything with that thing in there. So.
Oh yeah, especially considering how tall it is. It's insanely tall.
Yeah, right now it's in front of my workbench, which is an atrocity. I could get a car in the garage right now once I get rid of the 2 arcade games that are blocking the front entrance. But I'd like to get Mario Brothers going, and I have that Space Firebird that I did a bunch of work in the fall that I need to pick up the work on and get rid of. But I need parts for that, so I might talk to you and Aaron to see if he's got extra parts for a Sega Gremlin.
Oh sure.
Because I need a couple of coin mechs and.
Yeah, for sure. He's thinning the herd to pay for his fabulous wedding. I better have an open bar. Wink, wink, Aaron, if you're listening.
Yeah. So anyway, those are my plans. Brian, what are you working on?
Nice. Let's see. I picked up a Alvin G football and a Saturn jukebox, which I was kind of excited about. I have the Alvin G soccer, and but I didn't have the topper. And then football sold for a very good price from Captain, so I picked that up. Those are fun. Looking forward to those coming in. Pulled the boards from Cosmic Chasm to get those out. And lined up the semi for next Wednesday. That'll be loading up at Starcade and closing Starcade down. So we're loading up a semi, haul it down to Chicago for Combo Breaker, and then run the games of Combo Breaker for 3 days, and then load the semi back up, and hopefully move back into Keg and Case over in St. Paul. So we'll see. That's kind of up in the air, which is a little late to be up in the air since it's literally a week and a half away. But
well, I can get another storage unit in Conroe, and you can bring them on down here. And
well, we actually are looking into what happens if we just need to pay the semi company to leave the stuff in the trailer for a month?
Oh man, where would you leave the trailer?
Well, Tom's got a place out in Prescott. We could leave it for, I
see.
Not the end of the world, but it's just I don't really want to load and unload a semi. I'm already loading and unloading a semi 4 times, loading it, unloading it, loading it, and unloading it. I don't want to add, 2 more times onto that. That's enough. So, on that, not much going on. Organized the shop. I've got all my labels up here, so I can actually see what marquee glass goes with what PCBs. So everything's becoming labeled. Even the project boxes are labeled.
Nice.
So Susan left this, and I went a little crazy.
Oh, the label maker. Mine's a lot smaller. That's what she said. Ah, shit.
Oh, I lifted that up, and I found another product for tonight.
I have products that are out of stock. Like I got the Raleigh. I had to go buy it from some asshole on eBay, and he's selling 7 at a time. As soon as I bought the 7, all of a sudden another 6 were available in a different. I'm you suck.
Wait, well, who is it? Hold on.
That's a good question.
Is it called the Raleigh Leaf on there?
No, I don't think so. You think it's a ripoff?
No, it looks original, but I wonder if it's the guy that originally did them.
Oh, good question. I don't know.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm gonna phone. Oh, there we go.
Well, I'm sorry. What are those used for?
Sorry. You put them on the more modern button, like the HAP or AIL buttons.
Oh.
And they adapt them to be leaf switch type buttons.
Okay. Yeah.
This is hilarious because this is exactly it.
Right?
And I wonder if this is. I gotta send this over to Susan because he's only selling. Huh.
Oh,
So,
I feel like I've investigated. Investigate.
Mark, what you got in your hand there?
So I put some transparent buttons on here, and they're LED driven. And I cleaned it up with. Is it upside down? Shit. Wait, no, it's not. Is
right.
it? I don't know. Everything's in reverse.
Right.
Yeah. So I wanted to see this lit up. I hooked it up to a little 5-volt, cute little power supply for Star Trek. But I also did this with the other control panel. I think this was the one that was on the machine. I'm pretty sure. And these are, the colored ones.
Yep.
But I'm going to make both of them both light up, and I'm going to create a little plug so I could switch control panels. Sure. Apparently, I have this old game printing out the overlay for this, which has to be the simplest overlay on the earth.
Yeah, because he doesn't cut the holes either.
That's what she said. So, yeah, I agree. Totally. That'd be great. I'm excited. I mean, even though I doubt it's going to be 6 months or something. I just know it.
Well, have him send you my T-shirt too, because I'm not. I don't care.
Oh God.
Yeah.
How do they just? I don't even know.
Do you remember last year when I was on the air and I said, "Look at this email," and I predicted he would not send it to me, and he did not. And it
Right.
said, "We're printing this week."
Yes, they always say that. Oh
Big
yeah, I'll give you a
frickin'
tracking
lie.
number this week. I'm like, are you just psychotic or something? I
He
mean,
owes
sorry,
me like $27 plus interest plus tax. I don't know. I don't care. I'm not getting anything from that guy anymore. I don't care if he's the only one that prints it. I know a guy.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, I'm not. I mean,
I get better service from he who shall not be named.
I got some stuff in from Joe, and normally I really like Joe's stuff, but I don't know.
Quality decline.
Sure, burn some bridges while you're on the air.
Well, so the colors didn't match what was on the website.
Oh no.
I mean, it was like, and I tried to. I mean, it was Zeke's peak art. Just disclose it was Zeke's peak art, but the blues weren't the same blues that were on the website, and they didn't match the control panel that I have. And I picked it up to kind of get an idea of like what the art looks like, what other people are doing, because obviously we're producing Zeke's peak shortly, and it was just kind of surprising to me. I was a little like, I'm used to getting really nice stuff, so then I assumed it must have been a one-off thing, but then I borrowed a Zeke's Peak cabinet from somebody who had redone their control panel overlay, and it was the same thing there. So
I think
don't
part
know.
of the problem too is that these guys get reference pieces that are old, don't have maybe
this
faded,
was this looked like, to me, it looked like there was an update to the printer and it changed the blues, because every time you change, so when you draw something on the computer and you print it on a printer, you have to match what's coming out of the printer with what the originals are, which is why it sucks to change printers.
Yeah.
But in this case, it looked like a new printer. It didn't match. If you look at his site, it looks really good.
Oh yeah.
It looks really, really good on the site, and then it just didn't quite match. So I don't know.
You gotta reach out to them when they do stuff like that, because most of them are good about getting back to you. Joe's, he's always been really responsive to me too. So
and he's generally been really responsive. And in fairness to Joe, this is an area where obviously we're doing Zeke's Peak, so there's a little conflict of interest going on there. But anyhow, I was kind of surprised. So
sure.
It is what it is. So,
alas.
Well, we should do some products. I have like a table full of them now.
Dang.
I found some really cool stuff. I actually am kind of excited about this.
I always felt that the true stars at Atari was engineering.
Oh, you're an inventor.
Yes, I am.
What have you invented?
A lot of things.
Like
a lot of things. Like things that you've heard of.
Like?
Well, things that you will have heard of, okay? Patents are pending.
Arcade Gadgets with Bryan the Clown.
Welcome to the Gadget segment. This is the best part of the show. So, a couple things going on. It's way better than what's in the Juke. Way better.
Yeah, that sucks.
So, anyhow, Arcade Shop did another reproduction joystick. They did Wicco sticks a while ago. They just released Monroe sticks. For those of you who don't know what Monroe sticks are, these are the sticks that you have in Rampage. So, they did a really nice job. They look great. They are $60 a stick. But they really did a nice job of it. I just put the link up in the chat. There's a couple different versions of it depending on what you have. Most people will recognize these from, like I said, from Rampage. There's a couple other games. I'm just going to pull it up quick. I can't remember which ones it's used in. Of course, I didn't have it sitting here. But Gyrus, Swimmer, Time Pilot 84
1943
for the 1-inch, and then Star Guards. So these are leaf switch based, and they did a really nice one. So it is Monroe with an E. That is correct. The other thing that not just Arcade Shop has, but everybody that's carrying BitKits has now is the BitKit has released formally the first set of horizontal games, which included Tapper, Root Beer Tapper, and Timber. I know there's plans to do a number of other MCR-style games that will be released in the future. Had a conversation with Aaron last night about some of those. Don't know which ones he's going to be doing next. But did a really nice job. They look good. I actually have a SketchUp for a board the same size as an original MCR board that you could mount a JAMA board onto and use all your original connections, even bypass the power if you want to.
Somebody was saying that nobody makes a JAMA adapter for MCR right now. Is that something that Paradise could do, maybe?
Okay, so I have a board sketched up, same size as an original MCR board that you can mount the BitKit onto, bypass the power, and plug in the original connections from the MCR cabinet.
Nice.
So, yes, that is the adapter.
Can you make it a giant 3-board adapter that has nothing on the other 2 boards? That would be awesome.
I could, but what I was going to do is make it a single board so you can take the 3-board out and put the single in. So, but yeah, I mean, it's the idea being is that what I wanted to do is make something that you could add the power supply to or not. So you can either use a new power supply, use the power supply in the game. The only thing I'm waiting from is just confirmation from Aaron, which he might have sent me last night, and I wasn't paying enough attention, as to which connections go where. So I actually sketched it up a while ago for the Arcade SD and never really did anything with it. So when he started doing this, I'm like, well, I can pull this back off the shelf. You can make a much smaller adapter, but I mean, if you've got this place to hold the stack, might as well do it. Add a few bucks to the production, but it'll look good. The other thing I wanted to update you guys on, and I don't think we talked about this. You guys heard about the GP2040 chips and what they've been doing with them for controllers?
Nope.
Well, you're missing out.
Oh, I do tell.
So, because you could do a Stream Deck, and they're adding on video controls. You can actually control the video on the buttons and have the button inputs and do the whole design yourself. Anyways, GP2040 is the Raspberry Pi Zero chip. And what people have done is they've taken this chip and they've created boards that are like the Brook board, the Brook Universal Fighting Board. And I don't have one of these because they were just released, the GP2040s. But they look like this, and they run off a chip that costs $1, so the board costs like $25 instead of this that costs $90. Wow. They just cracked the PS4 code. So you can play everything pretty much that a Brook Universal board can. $90, that's $25
on a Pi Zero.
It's not. It's so they've redone the boards. If you look at the link, let me see if I can find you guys. It's called the GP2040CE. Now, when you order these, they don't sell them with the PS4 capability in them. You have to update it because they're a little worried about Sony coming after them, which makes sense because Sony can really be mean. But I will, here, let me pull this up quick. I can show you guys. One of the guys leading this community is a guy who goes by the name The Train. Really nice guy. And it's a small group of passionate kind of designers and programmers that are doing this. There you go.
Nice.
So, and it's actually, you don't need a Pi Zero. This board embeds it on there. They do have versions of it that you can do with a Pi Zero. They are going to make it available to where you can actually do your own on JLC, or you can buy from somebody. They're very emphatic about making sure that you do not charge a bundle. They will be carried at Paradise Arcade Shop. So that's one thing. I actually have another product. I have multiple products here. For those of you guys who haven't done this, we talked about Blue SCSI last time. The Blue SCSI. We talked about that already.
Yep.
All right. Another quick one. The Warlords board is done. So for those of you who are interested, this will be going on the site shortly, but this is an Atari Warlords. You can get it with or without art. Original size, original connections, all the original schematics and chips. So
with parts? Not soldered on.
Not with parts. Nope. No parts.
How much Billy 7 soldered them all on?
Yeah.
He's busy doing these right now.
Oh.
We're coming to that. They are $245 with or without the artwork, and then there are parts lists incoming as well as a lot of the chips required for them, including some of the custom chips, which will be released soon. This little puppy here, I don't think I talked about these. Have you guys probably saw these, and I'm just behind on everything. So have you ever heard of this company? It's like ESSBC. Have you ever seen these?
I have heard of these, yes.
So these are the replacements for the LM323Ks. So if you got black and white boards, ice cold beer boards, these show the LM323Ks show up a lot on them. It's a 12-volt regulator, and if you go to Google these and try and find them, they cost anywhere from $30 to $70 online. And then, so I bought a bunch of these, to add in the store and throw around my shop, obviously, or around this office here. These work. They're low noise. They use a little switching power converter, and they're anywhere from $7 to $12, depending on where you buy them. So super handy, really nice little product there. We're moving right along. We're trucking, so that Adam doesn't complain it's too much time. I'm just kind of having fun with this. This is the new Impress board. I had to show it off with the brick.
Oh, wow.
Finally.
It's not like we have a guest. I mean, like, if we had a guest, I would have cut you off like 10 minutes ago.
I'm sorry. I had you muted. Were you talking? And these are the first run of keychains coming down the line with black PCB. This is for Combo Breaker, but we have these coming for all the Atari games, which we're super excited about.
Oh, that's good.
That's it.
Combo Breaker is when?
Combo Breaker is next weekend. So that's why we'll be taking all the games to Chicago. So if you guys are in Chicago, want to see a fighting game tournament, it is a blast. It is a lot of fun.
Will there be boobies? Wait, no. Hold on.
Someone had a couple beers before the show.
Wait, so I drank, what's it called? Quirk. Hold on, where's my camera? Is this it?
You drank Twerk? I'm going to find this thing before I roll over it and damage it.
Is that a Texas thing?
Yeah, I guess. It's delicious. It's like
wait.
Look at that.
Okay. That's weird. I have not seen that.
It's kind of quirky.
Come on down.
And I have a new chair.
Oh, nice.
So
Very ergonomic.
You don't sink down every 10 minutes?
No, I don't. I don't spend the show doing this.
What'd you do with the old chair? Let's be honest. Did you give it to Billy Seven? I'm sorry.
It's sitting out in the warehouse right now. He may be grabbing it at some point. He's on solder duty this week, assembling these boards for Combo Breaker. So nice. All those guys are. So I think that's it. I have all my toys here. I think we're good. All right. I kind of fired through that reasonably quick.
The arcade news, arcades, pinball, industry alumni, arcade openings, selecting, celebrities, world record holders, operaters, coin-out, conventions. The arcade news.
We interrupt the ventilated electric.
And now, the arcade news with
well, it's time for some news. From GameInformer.com, Atari has announced a speed-based platformer, Mr. Run and Jump. Atari has announced a new action platformer game, which promises to be a speedrunner's delight. With lush neon graphics and reflex-based platforming stages, the game promises fast-paced and frenetic action for the fans of the high-speed, tight controlling entries of this genre. So, as Mr. Run and Jump, you explore the realms of color. There's another game like that. It's called Hue, and it's not a speedrun game, but you're on a quest to defeat Void, is the name of the character, and find Hero's missing dog Leap. So, the title was originally created as a homebrew title for Atari 2600 back in 2021, but a modernized version is now being released by developers Graphite Lab and Heavy Horse Games through official channels. So if this sounds right up your alley, you can go check it out. The announcement trailer below, I guess.
On GameInformer.com. Yeah.
On GameInformer.com. So, yeah. Anyway, I've seen this. It looks really fun. So far, pretty much everything I bought, with the exception of Aka R, I've really loved. The modern Aka R is not as fun as the prototype game, in my opinion. It's got different play mechanics, and maybe that's on purpose. It is still fun, but same with Missile Command. That's probably not my favorite one, but I will say both Yars Remixed and Yars Reloaded are super fun. So they've been making a lot of games off their IP, which is really fun. Good games instead of the old
rehash.
Yeah, we're gonna create Frogger, but we're gonna get first person. Okay.
We're gonna make it vertical. I mean horizontal now.
There are a couple of Frogger games out there that are okay. There's one on the Xbox right now where you can play against somebody, and it's
that's kind of fun.
See who goes fast. That's more like kind of reminds me of Freeway.
Do you own a Frogger?
I sold my Frogger.
Ah.
I have the game. It's in the bit kit.
Well, yes, of course.
But it's a fun game. The cabinet is sort of meh.
Yeah, I sold mine to Dan.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I picked it up for Dan Reed.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I do like the cabinet. It's got the tread up the bezel and the fluorescent lighting inside to to light up the footprints or whatever. So I don't know. It's an alright cabinet, but the sides are kind of dull and boring, and it's Frogger, So, and I had one for over a year, and it did not get played very much. So, anyhow, moving on. Jackpot Records, and is during the 1980s and the 90s, the world of pinball went through a technological revolution. LED displays ousted conventional score reels. Circuit board technology took over from old-fashioned relays, and synthesized music and sound effects replaced traditional bells and chimes. We've had this conversation. Somebody decided to deconvert my Buck Rogers back to chimes. That was not okay. Anyway, it paved the way for some of the most diverse and immersive soundscapes in gaming. So ever since, no two pinball tables have sounded the same. And now, for the very first time, you can get this electrifying collection of original scores pressed on vinyl, filled with Bally and Williams soundtracks. So that's kind of cool. So Jackpot Plays Pinball Volume 1 and 2 contains some of the most memorable themes when it comes to music from pinball. So the 2-volume vinyl collection, which comes in 2 limited edition colors, features a spectacular array of timeless hits from games including Black Knight 2000,
nice,
Attack from Mars,
ooh,
Funhouse, Taxi, Medieval Madness, Tina Fey, Pinbot, and more. Lots more.
So much.
So, yeah, you should check that out. That's sort of unusual stuff. And were we just talking about how Atari made a purchase? Because I was kind of, they've been doing all these new games, but they've been, farming it out. They just bought a development house, right, Mark?
Yeah, they acquired Night Dive Studios.
Interesting.
Yes, it's like a regular studio except for nobody wears pants.
Oh.
Believe it or not, they're in Paris. That's what it's like there, I guess.
Paris.
Yes, would you like a cigarette while I program this game?
Yeah, Christine loves it when I speak French.
Oh, really?
Yes, I talk like this.
Very nice.
I got one.
Apparently, they have proprietary technology, which I don't know what it is.
Technology.
I managed to alienate the art community. You guys have now alienated all the French. Who's next?
Which is funny because I work for the French.
Yes. So if Wade Rosen is listening to this, thumbs up. Yeah. Swell.
Stern and berserk.
Oh, well.
I must meet this Wade Rosen.
I think it's over to you, Mark.
Back in 82, I used to be able to throw a pigskin quarter mile.
Back to the cave with
Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
Oh. Sort of
hey, kids. Welcome to Back to the Cade. This is the first segment where I talk about something that has to do with Back to the Future. Michael J. Fox just put out his documentary. Well, actually, somebody made it for him, called Still. It's on Apple TV. Very good. Get a little weepy-eyed through it. I'm very proud of Mike. It's some good stuff. So anyway, he's been going to several media outlets and being interviewed, and one of the more interesting articles talks about Eric Stoltz and his experience with him. And so the article basically says that, you're aware that the, Eric Stoltz, he was the original Marty McFly for like 45 days and then was ultimately replaced by Michael J. Fox, which, of course, added some few million to the budget for reshoots. Fox, who was on Family Ties at the time, agreed to take on a grueling schedule that split weekdays between television and film, which also exhausted him greatly. And the actor assumed his fatigue would negatively impact his performance in Back to the Future, and also, by extension, his entire acting career. He actually thought taking on the movie was going to ruin everything for him. So
they really wanted him though from the beginning.
They did.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he was he had his doubts. He says, I thought after they'd seen what I'd done, I'd go back to the back of the pack and start again. But, of course, those anxieties proved to be unfounded. His haggard existence ultimately proved a benefit rather than a hindrance because, he says, I was running on adrenaline and he barely knew where he was and he didn't really know what he was doing, which is perfect because Marty McFly is supposed to be disoriented.
Yeah.
So it's like
he was method acting without even method acting.
Right. Oh, by the way, and Eric Stoltz was method acting. He insisted everybody called him Marty.
Yeah.
And he was kind of douchey to everybody, but Fox took a different route. So that's the end of our Back to the Future news.
Funny.
Again, Still by it's a great documentary on Apple TV.
It's the second reference to the podcast I just posted today from almost 3 years ago. So the first one was the phone booth. The second one was Eric Stoltz because we were talking about Battlestar Galactica, and you were telling me how much you loved Caprica, and I was telling you how much that was a bunch of crap.
I loved Caprica. That girl is so hot. Did I say that?
And we also
back
outed you because you never had seen the other show, which is just
not at all. Yeah, I started on Caprica, which I guess is a blasphemy, right? So,
and you did that because of Eric Stoltz. But the whole conversation's in the podcast. Anyway.
Of course, yes. I was like, is he going to show, his penis in here, like in the Butterfly Effect? And then I'm like, my wife's like, he never showed his penis. And I'm like, okay,
I deleted so much of that cast.
Oh, that's too bad.
Half of it was Bryan walking around with a camera, which doesn't play well in a podcast.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So, there was a bunch of stuff that was deleted.
I'm only left with one question, pretty much.
But wait.
What?
But wait.
Why didn't Bryan go to the bathroom with the camera? I mean, what?
Well, anyway, so
somebody's saying they sent me some posters. I have not received any posters, but I did have a box that I received.
Oh, maybe that was a box full of posters.
It's shaped like a videotapes, though.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Hey, what's in the Juke?
I don't know. What is in the Juke?
What is in the Juke?
What's funny is The what's in the Juke clip is missing from my soundboard.
I'll do it. Da 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 da.
That's pretty good.
We did it. Hey everybody. Welcome to the season 7 edition of What's in the Juke. It's the game within a game within a podcast. Today we feature super short isolated audio tracks with a common mystery theme. If you can guess the title of the song, you will get
half point.
Yeah. If you can guess the name of the group or artist, you will also get
half point.
Hey, if you can guess both, guess what?
Full point.
Correct. Bryan will be your scorekeeper, so feel free to throw compliments in his direction. Last but not least, if you don't know either, please fight it out amongst yourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Now that the brief fighting is over, let's
begin.
Okay, here comes the first track.
You went to school to learn, girl, things you never do before.
Who's that guy in the back? I can also sing.
Jermaine, Tito, I don't know.
What?
ABC, Michael Jackson.
Nope.
We got
one of them right. Half point.
Half point.
And we'll give Grinwing the Jackson 5.
Yep. There you go.
Peabody, ABC.
Half point.
Nice. Lenny Kravitz. What?
Okay, here comes your next track.
And the whole world has to answer right now to tell you once again.
He doesn't tell me once again.
The pedophiles.
Nope. Oh, no. What?
Guardians of the Galaxy, Joe Drossum, Michael Jackson, taking that, and Mike Page with Bad.
All right.
Half point.
All right, here comes your next track.
And around.
I didn't realize those were the singers doing that sound.
I think it might be just overdub.
Well, there's a breakdown where you
Joe
only
Drossum
hear that
with Michael Jackson.
Uh-huh.
And, yep, we get Mr. Peabody with Billie Jean.
I think they get the theme, but don't worry, we're gonna mix it up. We have 2 samples for this next one in case the first one's not obvious.
Here comes your next track.
But Dad, this is the best part. Oh!
Did I skip one?
No, that's it. There's another sample for that. Like, there's a 1 and a 2 if you want to play.
Joe Drossum with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And Black and White. Black or White.
Oh, man. They got it.
Joe got both of them?
Yeah.
All right.
Full point.
Okay, here comes your next track.
They print my message in the Saturday Sun.
Yeah, that was the other half of that.
Oh, wait. I guess that would be just people guessing again.
Right. Oh, that'd be hilarious if they thought that was a different song.
Right. Wait a minute. Wasn't that just the same song? Okay, here we go.
Better not pout, I'm telling you why.
Man, that's some serious echo on those.
Yep, somebody.
Okay, we're starting now. So Mr. Peabody's at MJ, but that was the last one. We're moving on.
Okay.
Santa Claus down. Grinwing.
Does that count if he said Satan?
I don't know if I would count that.
Mr. Peabody. It's a correct. That's
close.
Fine.
MJ is not correct. You gotta. Jackson 5 is not Michael Jackson. There are 4 other guys.
Gotta say the whole name now.
Yeah. Oh my
and
God.
It's a toss-up. Come on, you can do it.
Half point.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Giving that to Big Bad Brad.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Nicely done.
All right, here we go. Here comes your next track.
Through the years, how can you stand here? My bleeding fire, you know I'm crying. Ooh, 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 ooh.
And just for the record, this is not just Michael Jackson. You have to get both artists.
Yes, he has a friend. They were both singing.
Half point. Mr. Peabody gets half point.
There you go.
Come on.
I agree, Grinwing. I like it.
Oh, no. What? Big bad friend. Mr. Peabody got it.
Mr. Peabody got it.
Yeah.
He gets a full point?
Yep.
Full point.
Or 2 half points.
Paul McCartney.
2 half points, all right.
Half point.
Half
point.
Okay. Here comes your next track.
She put underneath the table. He could see she was a neighbor.
It's not so much singing as it is talking.
Kind of rapping a little.
Yeah, it is. It is a little bit like that.
She put
Joe
underneath the table.
Michael
He could see
Jackson.
she was.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
And Mr. Peabody was Smooth Criminal.
Smooth Criminal.
What arcade game has that?
Half point.
For Joe Drosen, and is that who guessed Michael Jackson?
Joe Drosen got the Michael Jackson, and I gave Smooth Criminal to Mr. Peabody.
Okay.
Right now, we have Mr. Peabody and Joe Drosen tied in the lead. Joe is doing the strategy of saying Michael Jackson at the right timing every time. Mr. Peabody's been getting some songs right. Grinwing is in second place with 1 point. Mike Page and Big Bad Brad are tied in third with a half point each.
All right, here comes your next track.
I'll pick you up in my car and we'll paint the town.
And we'll paint the town. What's actually funny is I could never hear that lyric with the music.
Yeah, I know, right? I never knew he was going to paint the town.
Yeah.
Joe Drosen with Michael Jackson. Metropolis with Maroon 5.
Half point.
Oh! Metropolis at the house.
Mr.
Interact.
Peabody, the way you make me feel.
Half point.
Okay, here comes your next track.
Beat me, hate me, you can never break me. Will me, thrill me, you can never kill me.
Yeah, that one is a tough one.
I'm glad I
Joe
didn't keep it
Drosen
going.
with Michael Jackson.
Yeah, all right, Joe Drosen. Nice.
Half point.
I hope you didn't Control V that one. Oh, look at that.
Are we going to give that to Jabaruga?
Yeah, it's pretty close.
That was pretty dang close. They don't care about us, that's a tough track to get because that's a deep dive for his stuff. Okay, here comes the last track, everybody. Get ready to figure it out.
You start to freeze, and so it looks you right between the eyes.
Oh my god, so good. There's a
Joe Drosen with Michael Jackson.
Right.
And Thriller, full point. Oh, he stepped it up.
Full point.
Yeah.
All right. So where does that leave us?
That leaves us with Joe Drosen in first place with 4.5 points. Mr. Peabody in second place with 3 points. Grinwing in third place with 1 point. And Mike Page, Big Bad Brad, and Jabaruga tied in fourth place with a half point each.
All right, guys.
Nice.
Well done. Thanks for making the 40 minutes that I put together. Your prize is nothing other than a pat on the back and a hearty hi-ho.
I learned it by watching you.
That's right.
Oh. All right, so time to check the voicemail.
Yeah.
All right. Checking. Yep, we got a voicemail.
What?
What?
All right.
All right. See what it sounds like.
Thank you for calling 612-548-GAME. This is Arcade Radio. Please leave your message after the tone.
everybody, it's your buddy, Bob Zorzadek, control panel expert and technician. Hey. I hope you don't mind, but I'm calling from my employer's house. Yeah, this guy's got some crazy ideas, but he's been paying me in Disney gift cards. I just can't say no. Yeah, maybe you've heard of him? Ronald DeSantis? Yeah, I answered his help wanted ad in the Craigslist, and he was super cool. He's always wanting to schedule bus trips for people. And, I'm helping out, I know my way around Greyhound, right? What a nice guy, right? Yeah. Hey, lately, though, he's been fighting with his friends, and it's been really annoying. I mean, he was all like, I'm not a bully. I'm just trying to do what's right. And I'm like, hey, Ronnie, when that happens to me, do you know what I do? And then he was all, hey, no, Bobby Z, issue forth some of your words of wisdom, sir. And then I was all, hey, never back down, and always pretend like you know what you're doing. Fake it till you make it, right? Yeah, he jumped up and down all happy and then ran to the other side of the mansion. I have not seen him in days. It is very lonely on this side. Anyway, yeah, that's where I'm calling from, I swear. Hope all's going well with you guys. I'll have to tell you about my Jared Leto McDonald's party, but it looks like I'm running out of time. You guys have a great show. I'm going to get out of here like a tree or leaf or whatever. Zarzadek out.
All right. Wow.
Man, that guy gets into some crazy situations.
Stuck on one side of a mansion. That sounds fun.
Yeah. Let's hope it's the right mansion.
Oh no.
He doesn't have a very good track record of knowing where he is all the time.
You're like, that was a record for Hayes at the beginning, though, I think.
Hey.
Back to the orange groves.
That's good times right there.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay, so now we're on to
the interview. Wait.
That's right. So what's the question of the night?
Question of the night. How many games of Star Trek Captain's Chair have you played in your life? I don't know.
Captain's Chair?
Yeah, I played like 3 games in my entire life, so I'm excited to up that.
I have played about the same. I think 3.
What?
Yeah. There used to be one at the Holiday Plus grocery store in Burnsville. And I used to drive to it and play it. It was in one of those little side arcades, and this was like 1990 or 89, so it was kind of shocking that it was there and working, although I had no idea what a G08 was or what a G80 system was or why it was so incredible that it was actually running. So I'm actually really curious to wonder. I wonder who operated that. But
yeah, let's pull up some archive.org and look around. I've been waiting for it to be sunny so that I can freaking retro bright.
Oh yeah.
So I'm excited.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
I
tell me
actually
how
thought
that
about
turns
doing
out.
it on the cabinet, but that seems like a dumb idea, right?
What's
That's
that?
not great.
No, it won't work on the cabinet.
Okay, I'll take it off.
But I think I played about 2 dozen, somewhere in there.
You mean it won't work on the wood, right?
Laminate, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was just gonna put it on the plastic. That's it.
Yeah, because that's just melamine. Actually, it might work on the melamine. Because
my melamine looks pretty good.
It's like a, I don't know. I painted how many? I've owned like 3 of those things, and I'm down to 1 with extra parts.
You still have extra parts?
If I have 2 sets of plastics that are not on my machine. My machine has a set of plastics on it. So, or whatever that's made of, fiberglass. I don't know.
It's definitely fiberglass, yeah.
So
way better production quality than on the computer space. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I think you can sand and paint that too. I mean, I know you can. The 2 sets that I have are bright white. So if you don't have any luck with your, Retrobrite, let me know.
I feel pretty good. I've been reading and watching YouTube videos about Retrobrite. Apparently, not only is the UV important, the heat is key as well.
Well, I've heard the opposite, that the heat's not as big a factor as the actual UV.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You can use just peroxide hair bleach.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
There's a Sally's product that everybody uses because it's like a gel.
Yep.
Right.
So.
I think I bought that and somebody put a new label on it, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'll try that out. It's like a white goo.
Yep. You just lather it on. You're going to need a lot of it, though.
I'm ready.
Did you take the sides off already?
I have not, but I know where the hex screwdriver is, so.
Yeah.
Although I feel like, is there like a mystery bolt that you can't see or something, or
no,
is it?
It's super easy.
Is it? Huh.
Yeah, they're just the black bolts that are flush with the inside of the cabinet.
Mr. Peabody says he makes his own white goo.
Oh God, every day.
Oh God.
But in all fairness, so you can make your own Retrobrite with some of the stuff, and the Retrobrite does work well, but it also does degrade the plastic a little bit. So
yeah,
so don't do it too long.
Some people end up with a really porous machine, and then it takes on all kinds of other properties in the next couple of years and doesn't look very good. So be careful how long you keep it on there.
Yeah. You're basically you're using the hydrogen peroxide in the gel as an oxidizing agent. So that's basically what is happening.
And some people Retrobrite the crap out of their stuff, and it doesn't even look like the original thing anymore. Like some of the Apple computers I've seen that have been restored, quote unquote, they're like white instead of beige.
Oh no!
Because they did it too long. So
we can do some more alienating here. What is your? Well, you brought up restored, so I'll just say my pet peeve lately has been people lately has been people restoring cabinet. Like, I'm all for people building new cabinets, and people build new cabinets and make them look like the originals and call them restored. But lately there's been a lot of games coming out where people are saying, I restored this cabinet, and they don't even have the original side text or anything on there. It's like, you didn't restore it. You built a new cabinet and threw this game in there.
Somebody said that about my Dragon's Lair because I took the old vinyl off and put new vinyl. And I'm it's the Ship of Theseus issue, like how much of it do you change or fix and then you still call it original?
Well, no, this was somebody did a Millennium Dragon's Lair cabinet and said it was a restored Dragon's Lair cabinet. And it's like, no.
Are all the internals from another cabinet or?
Yeah, but you don't even put didn't even try and do the vinyl on the side.
Oh no. Yeah, if you don't do that, forget it.
No, it's black. That's kind of been my, I don't know. And it's a new reproduction. I know I've said that before, but now it's going to the next stage. We're not even trying to make it look like the original. It's like, I'm going to make something new that I like better. And I kind of inquired. I said, did you use vinyl? And the answer was no, it's too hard to get it on with the bubbles not in there. And I'm like,
no, it's not. My God, I did it if you watch my TikToks, I just eyeballed it,
So have you seen which vinyl did you use for your Dragon's Lair?
I used, is it Quarter Arcade, the one that's really expensive?
Does it look close?
I think it looks amazingly close. There is a pattern, though, that you can see, when you're looking at it with, your phone and taking a picture. Visually, you can't quite see it. But that's the biggest complaint is that, I don't know why, if you take a picture of it, you can see sort of a pattern of the little bevels and things that are in the thing. But it is beautiful. I come up to mine and touch it, and feel it. And then when I was in Florida, there was a real vintage one there, and it felt exactly the same. I should post that. I have a little bit of video of me touching it.
Hey guys, speaking of art, guys, look who's in the chat. We got Riddick Rick with us.
All right.
Who's the first artist we had on the show? I think maybe like the third or fourth guest. Maybe second.
Plastic wrap around it when setting it out in the sun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got so much plastic wrap ready.
No, for the restoration, not.
Oh, okay.
So what's the you're not restoring your control panels for your Star Trek? You putting colored lit buttons in there.
I have the other buttons. They were in some simple green. So I'm cleaning those off. But I was just sort of doing a little bit of video for the TikTok. It'd be great to have 3 control panels, so I could have like classic buttons, tinted buttons, and illuminated clear buttons.
I think the illuminated ones look, or actually the clear ones with illumination look great too.
Yeah.
But that looks very Star Trek-y.
Yeah.
You know, with the big gel buttons. And I think there's a couple of, like, what would be really cool, Mark, is on the control panel, and I have an extra control panel I can send you. Not the control panel, but the instruction panel for the bezel. It has 4 circles telling you what to do with the buttons.
Oh, really?
I believe so.
I have the one you sent me. It's out. It's been out flattening.
No, the metal bezel that goes underneath.
Right. Oh, you mean it's supposed to have a sticker on it?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I did not know that.
I am working on. Here we go.
And Bryan has my extra control panel, right? Or my extra one that, if you don't, yours doesn't have a sticker on it? I thought it does.
So these.
Mine doesn't.
I am going to scan these at some point, but I have all the stickers from the Star Trek captain's chair.
Oh, wow.
I'm talking about the instruction stick, the big frickin' bezel with the printing that matches the cardboard bezel.
Even have the inspection stickers.
You don't have that piece? No, I'm getting irritated.
That actually reminds me, I am missing the black monitor bezel, so I'll have to figure out what kind is in there.
It's just a piece of wood.
No, the paper one.
Yeah, is it paper or is it a piece of plastic? You know
there's a paper one behind the art.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's why. Who was it? Charles Klein, wasn't it? Or was it Doug Gauck? Put a 25-inch monitor in the cockpit.
Oh,
One of those guys did, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
All right, so.
All right, what's next?
I'm gonna put this in the chat.
Okay.
So this is what the bezel. There's a metal piece that goes on the front. I lost my chat. Here it is. This is it. Did I just paste nothing?
I do like Big Bad Brad's comment that Charles' sister's name is Decline.
Awkward. Decline. D-E. Oh, I get it.
I got 2 tabs open now. Here we go.
Recline,
Mark,
incline.
check that out in the chat there. So everybody, that's what your
Kevin Klein
bezel looks like.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let's see. Clicking.
There's a big start button on it too.
Oh yeah, I have that. Yes.
Yeah,
I mean
have
that's.
It.
Yeah.
So anyway, below the instructions, this thing is like a metal plate that goes underneath the monitor, and you see those, the yellow, red, orange and blue buttons there.
Right.
Now you could put buttons there too. That light up.
Oh my God! Just use the bezel.
I have. Bryan has my other bezel right now at his shop.
That would be sad if somebody was like, "These buttons are awkward."
It's somewhere
I don't
in
like
that
them up
office, right there.
That'd be great.
I'll send
Big
it to
Bad.
you.
Oh, I was answering Brad. Go ahead. I'll answer him in the chat.
Yes, it would
Fire.
look weird, Mr. Watkins, but we don't care because we just it's just a spare bezel. It's been laying around collecting dust.
I'll be right back.
You know what would be
because I'm
really
gonna give a
cool is if you could
shout out
like
Brad.
hook them up so they actually did something too.
Interesting.
But I don't know why you'd be reaching forward out of your captain's chair.
Maybe if you had a real bad crick in your neck or some variety of options. I don't think that. None of them are real. Interview.
I also have the Sega bend piece that somebody made with Klingon and the Starship Enterprise on it. Have you seen that? Injection molded.
Oh yeah, I saw somebody made he was doing a restore and did a lot of weird custom stuff.
Yeah. That guy made a bunch of those and sold them 10, 15 years ago.
I saw all of his pictures. Very good reference. I think he went, a little too custom for me, but interesting.
I also have a giant Starfleet sticker that I was going to put on the back window of mine.
Oh, what is going on, Brian? What is all that?
Well, I had to share this because so Brad asked if these came in, and Brad did some restorations for me, and then he was nice enough after he did them to put them in these boxes labeled. So
oh wow,
I now have my Stargate, my extra Robotron board set,
nice,
and the extra Defender board set. So he did really, and it blew me. They came back. I mean, this was awesome. Obviously,
where do these boxes come from?
I don't know, but he was, he asked. He said, "Do you want them packaged separately so you can just put them on the shelf?" Because I am storing them. Right. So it was. These are backups for the sets I have, but this is awesome. Being labeled, telling you it's in here, fully restored, working, and even gives the date on here. So super excited about this, Brad. Thank you.
I gotta send some stuff to Brad.
I gotta get my joust done from the house. Isn't working. It still isn't working. It hasn't been working in way too long.
I have a stack of Williams CPU boards that are in various states, and then I've got a full stack of Robotron and probably a full stack of Defender too.
I actually sent a bunch of stuff over and basically told them, here's what I got. make full board sets out of what you can, and whatever you can't, I don't need these. I just have too many sets sitting around. We had a conversation a while ago about exactly how that would work out, and it worked out great. I mean, I'm thrilled with what I got back. I think I got a lot of extra pinball soundboards or something like that. So, but it's awesome.
Any movement on your discs of Tron? Is it upright on its wheels yet?
It is not. So this project, with Combo Breaker, we built 200 Impress joysticks and gone out in the last week and a half, and then we're building another 130 of these Combo Breaker version ones. So it's an all hands on deck to get ready for next week. So this has been kind of occupying everybody's time all the time. If Mr. Billy 7 is listening out there in the chat or out there, he is out there soldering right now. When I grab these boxes, I saw him doing that. But it's been a real push to get this stuff done. Games have taken a back seat.
Got it. And you're going to take all this to Chicago?
Yeah. So this is one of the events there's 3 events during the year. There's one in a month, and then another one a month after that. They're all kind of the big fighting game money makers for the store. So it's when we showcase new products and really kind of put the store into a good financial position for the rest of the year. It's not Christmas for us. It's this time of year. 8-It Burn, I have not done the large color vector build yet. We are working on a 25-inch right now. After this, we're going to work on a 27-29 for the for one of the candy cabs. And we really want to do a candy cab vector build, but that should be happening when we get back.
Look what I got in the mail.
I had to look over to the Twitch because I don't see you on the Skype. But which Space Ace is that one?
This is the
conversion or the... Oh, nice.
Yeah, because I opened the other one last week or 2 weeks ago.
Like, Voices FYC, Mark, Adam is playing with scissors.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. I just scared the dog. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, they still have about 200 left in that inventory, according to an email they sent tonight.
I thought they sold out.
They sold. Well, they found a pallet of Dragon's Layers that they still had at the manufacturing place. So for a few hours last week, I guess, what was it, Thursday? There was also Dragon's Layers for sale.
That's crazy. The overhaul version.
The overhaul, yeah. The black and the red T moldings.
Oh, they were overhaul with red T molding or both?
Yeah, they have both. Okay. Well, they did have both.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't.
T molding variations, I'm like, I don't care.
Right.
I just bought the yellow yellow T molding food fight, and I was like, this is good enough.
Yeah,
done.
That's what I got. Yeah.
Give me something else. Like, I could paint it with fingernail polish. Not that I own any, but I do.
Only black.
It's not mine. Right.
Yeah, I mean they're cool. I kind of hesitated, but those the Dragon's Layers ones shot up in value right after they stopped making them.
Right. I guess if you'd bought, that's probably true. I could have just bought some and just flipped them, but that's kind of shitty, so I can't do it.
Well, they're not super expensive, but they are kind of expensive. So
they add up. They do add up.
2 of them is, if you pre-order, is $310 or something.
Right.
With
that's quite a bargain, though, if you think about it, compared to what they are when you buy it after all that's over.
They're $170 now, plus shipping.
The Coke machines are coming out soon. Did you see the latest?
I didn't buy one of those because they didn't seem like the right era. Like
I bought the new Coke.
Oh, okay, yeah, they're like '90s machines.
Oh, really? I don't know.
The one they modeled it after, but I don't know.
I hear you can put 1 can in it.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I got my can ready. Let's see.
your Stranger Things new Coke. Yeah. That's a Stranger Things promotion?
Yeah, I got it for Christmas. I think Eric Arcadeology's dad gave it to us. He works for Coke, believe it or not.
Oh, cool. I don't believe it.
Believe it! I almost fell, but I'm good. What's up?
You've lived in that house long enough that if you fell in it and died, that would be super sad.
I know, right? I don't want to die on my childhood bedroom. That would suck.
Yeah. Yes. Let's end the show on death. Yeah. Well, I did have a coworker pass away this week.
Oh, man.
Actually, it was last week.
All of mine quit first. Seriously, I've been working at United Health Group for so many years. It's been 25 years. Mm-hmm. And yeah, they quit, and then they got a good 5-year window, and then it's over.
They retire, and then they.
Although I know one guy that's still going.
That's good.
That's good.
I'm never gonna retire.
I know. I think I could do this forever, pretty much. Can you imagine being a 90-year-old network engineer?
If you can retain it.
It's not pinging anymore.
What's a ping?
The Palo Alto device isn't responding.
It's because we haven't used Palo Alto in 25 years.
Oh my God, they still have them in the data center I use, so I don't know what to say.
They make some modern products. I'm just saying that's probably what happened, right?
Well, all the network guys are like, well, the Palo Alto stopped the request. I don't know why. And I'm like, is that the name of the device? Is that? I think it has some other name.
Is it a WAF? Is it?
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Basically, it's something that manages firewall, and it was getting information. You know, like every few weeks, it would get like a new set of rules, right, about what it should let through.
Sure.
And one of the rules was like blocking. You know how when you click on something and then Microsoft's like, "Oh, we're checking this link for you. Just a moment." It was blocking that.
Yeah.
I'm like, you should coordinate this.
Well, I think we should wrap it up for tonight. It's been fun.
Thanks for hanging out with our network TED Talk.
We're no longer on Anchor FM.
Yeah, I hear they got ate up.
Yeah.
They pulled Anchor.
That's right. They were sold to Spotify. So,
what was that sale price?
I don't know, like $3.50.
A zillion.
I don't know.
These always sell for like, I don't know. Hold on. I'm going to look it up. I'm curious.
Are we going to make a software company and then sell it?
$140 million.
Aye.
That's, chump change.
All they did was host files.
Well, no, they had tools built in. I never used a single one
I guess,
of them.
Yeah.
All I used was the upload utility and the description stuff. I never used any of the other tools.
Hey, I can be a tool. We got it, Mark. Let's do this.
All right. Let's spin up some Amazon AWS instances.
And that's why you're not invited to my grill. Because immediately, if there's any business decision, Brian's like, anyone but Adam. That's awesome. All right.
I just said,
we need a network engineer.
I'm not a network engineer, but okay. Yeah, I'm a cloud engineer. I work in the clouds, in the sky.
Nice. So, like Jesus?
Yeah, pretty much just like that. So thanks for listening. This has been a double R's. This is Arcade Radio.
Oh, you're not going to read that last part? I fixed the episode number.
Oh, yeah. We'll see you again for episode 15 in 2 weeks.
Nice. Hey, check out our website, RcadeRadio.com. That is RCADE Radio.com for all of our social media and swag links.
Call and leave comments just like Bobby Z, or not like Bobby Z, or like Billy S, or wherever you want to leave comments at 612-548-GAME. That's 4263.
Hey, subscribe to our Twitch channel to follow us and click on that notification bell so you will know when we're streaming live. That's twitch.com/arcaderadio.
If you like what you're hearing, consider dropping us a 5-star review on Spotify, iTunes, or Spotify, or wherever you consume our podcast.
Spotify.
I'm not even going to mention Anchor. It's Spotify, right?
It says Spotify, formerly known as Anchor.
Or Spotify.
Yeah.
No one reads any copy on this show. We just make it up as we go along. So anyway, that's going to be it for tonight's show. From our team to you, we hope you had a blast, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Take care and have a good night.
All right.